Hi there folks, I'm on a cable car. Now I can't give you the details because I've just arrived and walked more or less straight on, so when I process it I'll give you the details of where I am and what I'm doing. So I've got my own, because I'm a single passenger, they're in groups, and you know, so you can, if you're single you get the whole thing to yourself, and two of you, and you're all, if there's four of you, you all cramp in onto one. So I feel like a VIP. And if there's five of you, obviously I would be the single person, and I could, the other four can get in one, and I can have the luxury. You see, I can turn around and switch. Shall I swap the other way, eh? Oh, let's be a bit more exciting. Is this going up this way? It is, isn't it? And then get a view behind. Don't know how long this will last. Oh yeah, here's the ticket. Oop. There we go. And it's €19 and, well, it's just under 19.90, just under €20. You know, it's almost Swiss prices, isn't it, I would think. The windows could do a bit of clean. I would have brought my own window lean or something. But can't complain. Well, you can, and I will. It's a tradition. Hey, this is good, isn't it? I've had all these stories. I don't want to do an Eiger section, you know, to get off. I have to sort of climb up into the hatch. There's a very small hatch there. I don't think I'll get through there. So anyway, let's not. Good film, that. I'll still watch it when it comes on. Combination of Richard Burton, and then on the other extreme end, both superb actors, Clint Eastwood and Richard Burton in the same movie. Yeah. So let's swap round again. Yeah, the windows are really terrible. See more through a grill. That's what it'd be like at Alcatraz. If you can imagine it, you're in the San Francisco Bay and you're looking out. Yeah. Very small this. I'm glad there's not 4 people in here. Yeah. But anyway, does it matter? There'll be a superb view on the top, and I'll do that separate. This is just slightly disappointed that they haven't made an effort to clean the windows. You know, I know they're sort of faded, a bit like the headlights on cars. They go yellow, don't they? Get a cloth and some toothpaste. That will clean. Another little tip there. Yeah, it does a remarkable job. Scrub it in slowly and leave it on for a few minutes, and then wipe it off. And all those you'll wonder where the yellow went when you clean your car lights with Pepsodent. If you want to know, it's coming up to 4.5 minutes, and we're still going up. Fortunately, we haven't stopped. And I think I've been looking at, maybe it's just things you'd probably say for in many other things. It's like aircraft, you take the risk, don't you, because there's a very, but I don't want to die in a hot air balloon that catches fire, and yeah, it's It's not the way I want to go, really. No. Especially when you chose your own fate. I mean, I know you wouldn't choose, it's not suicide, but nevertheless, I'll cut that out. I just want, you know, I can get out or live without going on a balloon trip. It's so unreliable, you don't know how what a license stands with whoever's bloody dealing with it. And so, yeah, I'll forego that. I'll take other things. Oh, it's swinging. It bloody stopped now. What did I say? I tell you what, if you're claustrophobic, which I'm not, there's a friend of mine was very claustrophobic. They wouldn't be able to go on this. They'd be panicking. Oh, there's a commentary. I won't put that on. Yeah. So what's the delay now? Somebody at the top. So, you know, they come around and ask, will there be one here? What's it like next year? And all that stuff, you know, people want to get. Oh, we're moving again, or trying to. Yeah. This is nice. Just, I don't know, I've got it the wrong side of bed or something this morning. It's just the fact that I'm not new to the area. Where I've got off, I remember seeing another blogger coming here. Can't remember the name of the place. Anyway, I got on the train, I got my mixed train and bus pass, and that worked. Everything was working. And I got here. I'm going to have some lunch when I get back down. Could be a late lunch, but what the hell, I'd have some breakfast. Self-catering, I had a bacon butty, well, the equivalent of Spanish, very thick bacon was it, with a roll. Not very healthy, but you know, I'm burning it off. Lovely houses here, look at that. Trouble is, you need a car, wouldn't you? You wouldn't want to walk up and down there. Even if a Spanish Hovis wouldn't be that much of a joy if you're a young lad coming back from the shop up the hill. Yeah, Pablo, young Pablo on his bike. Could be the delivery lad. Oh, there's a motorway. It's on auto this, so maybe if I move it, see how it totally cuts out the distance view, it's automatic. If I pull back you get a view now. Do you know, I fancy a cup of tea or a beer when I get up the top here. And why not? Did you know I've got a title? Going back to when I was a young lad, the eldest of 6 boys. In the old days you had the fire, you know, and you had to rake out the ashes. And as I was the eldest, that was my duty. My name's Harry, but Mum and Dad call me Harold. So anyway, that's getting back to the fire. In the early morning, you know, after the ashes are cooled, that's why you did it. You get the newspaper and collect all the ashes and then set up the fire. So when I was in bed, I got my title. Mother said, Harold the Great. Yeah, that's it, Harold the Great. Yeah, not exactly kingly duty I was doing, was it? That's it there, there's the, yeah. But at least it's a true story. It might not be very funny, but it's a fact. So there you go. That truly was a throwaway quote. Couldn't call it a joke. Look at that. Superb. If the windows were clean. You just have to use your imagination. It's not a misty morning. Go back to the grill here. Now, is it worth it? I think it is. If there's a cafe up the top here, and there's some maybe a short walk or something, which I'll do separately, if there is one, it'd be well worth it, you know, for the day. And I've had 2 little cartons, you know, the little tiny cartons of drink, and I've already drunk them on my journey up here. It didn't take that long. It took me about 35 minutes to walk to the railway station. I'd rather do that and catch a bus. You know, you're waiting 10 minutes and that, and it's a bit of exercise. So I got there, and the trains run very regularly, maybe a minute or 2. I think it was already there. And then I dropped off. I didn't even have time to I just made a note of the place. I can't remember it, because I remember, like I say, there's a Scots guy. Can't really give him credit because I can't remember, but he did 3 from Malaga, 3 trips and joined. There was Torremolinos, this place, and another place at the end of the line, and this was in, you know, 9 out of 10, but there was 2 others, and the top one is at the end of the line. This is second, and then Torremolinos. But he really, to cover those places in one day on a train journey, it's not really fair, is it? I don't think so anyway. And he keep wanting paella, and of course I kept telling him, you know, I've always said to him, you can't get that generally anywhere. Costa del Salo Blanca, you're not going to get a pizza on your own. They usually have a minimum of 2, but you know, you'd already did it. But it's, you know, but a very likable guy. Picking holes in his review. Well, he remembered it was very helpful. There's another place on a line. There's this line that follows the coast, right? This is the rail. And then there's another one that goes inland, and I want to take that one for a hike there. There's a lovely park, national park. It's not a park, you know, in the fountains and stuff. It's in the wilderness, you know. But now you've got to guess. Oh, it'll probably show you on your screen, won't it? How long have we been on here? Some of you will think it's about an hour, is it? It's not. No, it's not. It's a lot less than that. Yeah. I blame the windows. Did I mention them? I'm having a great time. This is the second day, really. I mean, there was half a day. I got there late afternoon, day before yesterday. And yesterday I did a lot of shopping and stuff like that. I went to the amphitheatre, various things like that, and the marina. And today I thought I paid for this thing. It's a discount railway bus pass, and I thought I've got to be using this. See, I was thinking, I know where to start, where there's a lift as well that helps part of the journey. It's a combined castle and this other building that's on a hill. And you pay for I'll get the 2 combined and do them both. So that's the reason why I'm going to use the lift. Because I've got to walk back down again. And it's not that I can't do it, I don't want to do it. I'm on holiday, you know. So yeah, I'll do that another day, and then I'll use this day for transport. There's loads of places I can stop, a bit like when I was in Benidorm and also in Alicante. I used to stop at all the others and discover these other places that weren't headline sort of tourist places. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Pick my own wild lemon. It wasn't even, I didn't, mind you, if they're growing, as you know, and there's a fence where they're growing oranges, tangerines or whatever, it's legal for you to pick it. It's going to drop off and rot on the road. But I had my own lemon, I brought that back. It's very nice. There is a difference. It was more concentrated, I reckon. And there's like a hint of sweetness because it was in the winter. Because it's still winter in Spain, but it's a lot warmer. And yeah, definitely. And that in the distance is the Mediterranean. And North Africa's across that way. It's too big a gap. Maybe at Gibraltar, yeah, on a good day you might get a glimpse. We're not far from Gibraltar. It's a short train or bus ride to get to Gibraltar to visit. Yeah. Of course you've got the famous monkeys. But you shouldn't speak of the kids in people's families. You know, they're chattering away and pinching your crisps and stuff. Jacinda, stop it now. I like these, I mean, it's an old joke, isn't it? You say, well, if you don't do this, Uncle what's-her-name, like say, call Harry, if you don't do that, Uncle Harry's going to punish you. I thought, talk about offloading your responsibility. No, he won't. He can wipe their nose on their curtains, I don't care. If it was mine, yeah. It's lovely, look at that. And we're still going up. Oh, yeah. It's getting more and more impressive. It really is. Do you remember in the old days you had either a camera or even a thing, and you'd sort of run out of, in the case of the camera you only had like 24, or maybe you could get a 36 special reel. And then the same with the video stuff. There's a thing there, I think it's a ballast, you know, to stop it swinging too much. See that there? It's very heavy. That's what it is. I think with me on here there's enough ballast. Big lad. Yeah. I presume the ticket, yeah, you wouldn't want to walk down there, so it does take me back. I mustn't lose that. Shall we have a look, see what's happening? Try not to drop the camera. Oh, we're here, look at that. That was a... There we go. Just imagine now. Now we've just got to put the detonators under the, you know, where the guns go up and down. Put a bit of grease on there. Guns of the Navarone. There we are, they're going to let the oil. So I'll stop it now because I've got to get out. Okay then, thank you for that. Hope you enjoyed the trip.